What's up? What's going on? How are things? Deadblade, Chainsaw, Sun, Sam, Dan, Kara, Sample, Monster, Hasty, Ghost, Sam, Floor, Adam, Kaka, Yusuf, Potato, Sung, True, what's going on? Hope you guys are doing well. We are out here playing the game. There's been a new update. I'm sure everybody knows already. I made a video on it, and now we're going to be testing it. Did a little bit of testing, obviously, but now we're going to go play with lots and lots of stuff. Lots and lots of stuff. I have the Devonia's hammer right here, so I might as well just go test this out first. See what the max damage this bad boy can be. It gets more hype armor now, and it gets more damage, so we'll see what's going on. Ew, I'm fat rolling. No. Rellana weapons good now? Yeah. They're good. Actually, we're pretty decent even beforehand, but I think they're actually pretty solid. Pretty solid. Shard of Alexander. Godfrey's. Yeah, we're not playing Dark Souls 3 today. I was gonna, but obviously there's an update, so no Dark Souls 3. Doesn't exist. Let's go with this, I guess. Even with the great jaws, I'm still fat. Oh my god. How did this happen? We're gonna go respec. I don't know about. This is my first time testing it. Like I did like a lot of this base testing. I haven't done anything different since my video. So like everything that I know about this update, I already talked about in the video. I've been sleeping since then. So nobody asked me questions about anything else right now. We're gonna go figure it out today. If you have questions, stick around or ask me tomorrow. Yeah, we're gonna do all bosses on Dark Souls 3, yeah. Give me that, and just dump the rest into this bitch. Actually, more endurance. Kirisu, what's going on, man? What's up? What's in the new patch? I talked about it in the video. You can go check out the recent video. There's a lot. Lots have been changed. Radahn's been nerfed. Lots of weapons have been buffed. Some spells have been buffed. We're gonna go cover all of them today. Devonia's and Ordovis' Ashwash should just swap stance damage. Both will be legit afterwards. I think Devonia should have just had a different skill. Because you're switching the stance damage means that you nerf Ordovis's. And then like this becomes like just the worst Ordovis's because it's slower. So I was like, don't really be changing much, honestly. I don't even know what to let's put on the two-handed talisman, I guess. I don't know. Rellana's so fucking slow now. Huge nerf? I don't think so. I don't think it's a huge nerf. I think it's like 2 of his attacks are like considerably slower. That's about it. $4K damage is kind of huge, huh? What's in my drink? Game, it looks exactly like Dark Souls 2? Yes. I know to put on. Okay, I'm just gonna compare the damage difference. So 4K damage. And we'll go to Ordovis's. So many fucking weapons, holy shit, man. Let's go to Millennia. This is not working out. This is not working out. Time for 90% of the community to boast that they killed Rellana again? Yeah. Yeah. Do you think the 45% number of Rellanas was an accident? No. Do you think this is the last patch of the year? Ah, no. So 2900. Do that again. It's a considerable difference. How much is that? It's about 50% more damage, roughly. About 40%. Yeah, about 40% more damage. That Ordovis's gets over... I mean, that Devonius gets over Ordovis's. But obviously it's like 40% slower. How much does the Crucible set buff the skill? It buffs it by, what, 2% per piece? So it's like 8%. But the thing is, the uncharged version is like better. What's up, JR? How are things, man? Haven't even fought post-patch redone. It's like the same fight, honestly. Like the frame trapper's gone. They get like 2 more openings or 3 more openings than you normally get. And less flashbang. That's about it. So the thing is, when you use it uncharged, it actually flattens it to the ground. And does like a decent amount of stance damage. Does like roughly 40 stance damage uncharged. But 2400 damage.
Oh, majestic!
Then you use Ordovis as uncharged. It doesn't flatten her to the ground. And it does like 3 times as less stance damage. But like it's, look how fast it is. And like the fully charged version is like just as fast as like the uncharged version that Devonius gets. And it's like... The uncharged gets some okay hype round, but Devonius just gets more. I don't know. It's like the fact that Ordovis still just gets like 12 more stance damage. And it's like just faster. I don't know. It's hard to me. I don't know. It's hard. We'll go fight Radon. So Rellana's Cameo is the top 5 Talisman now? It's up there, yeah. We're gonna go play around with a bunch of different things. We're gonna go fuck around with like a Moonveil build. Let's go put on Golden Veil stuff. A Moonveil build, Sword of Night and Flame, obviously Rellana's Twin Blades.
Oh, majestic!
We're gonna mess around with Rellana's Twin Blades next, and like the Sword of Night and Flame. Go mess around with it. Up and got the biggest change, the Twin Blades. Rellana's Twin Blades. Yeah, I think Rellana's Cameo is just like, if you're using a stance-based skill, just use Rellana's Cameo. For basically everything. I probably wouldn't really bother with like Square Off still. Maybe like for Square Off or Unsheath I still wouldn't bother, but everything else I probably would. How much high prom are we looking at? It tanked like the entire combo. I don't think all Ordovis can do that.
Dang.
Parch is gone, man. How things? Overhead stance is a decent option. Yeah. I'd say it's okay. And I think if I'm using a great katana, I still would probably...
Oh, majestic!
I still wouldn't use it over, like, blood tax and stuff like that, so... Lizard Greatsword, it got buffed, or got fixed to where it gets striking damage now, but the skill still is inconsistent.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
I'd say it's decent. It should have worked differently. Like, Ordovis is, like, I don't know, it should have worked differently. It just should have. Excited to play MGR. I don't know what you're talking about. Not a Souls game, don't care what you're playing. I was like instinctively, just like going to the left now. I kind of missed the double. Not kidding. I know some like weird part about me misses like the double swiping attack now. Some weird part about me. Too bad they didn't fix the gazing finger. Yeah, there's a lot of weapons I still need to get buffed. That attack does like half the amount of damage as it used to. It's too easy now? I don't know about that. It honestly wasn't that hard to begin with, if you're good at the game at least, or like if you've played the game a lot of times. So like I don't know. For me, he feels like the same. It's like less flashbang, I guess. Still went down to 30 FPS, but it's fine. I mean, like it's just not only the double swiping attack is different, and like there's like 3 attacks. Like I want to say, that's it.
I promise you, 1,000-year voyage guided by compassion.
I missed the obnoxious light effects. I don't know. I don't know. The fight just feels the same. That attack is the exact same. Like that hasn't changed at all. That's still the exact same speeds and everything. He just does less damage. And like this attack has that opening now as well. Normally that wasn't the opening. Same as that one there. I think they're fine changes. It's gonna make my skill runs a bit easier, I guess. But the weapon gets good hyper armor, it's nice. Anyway. One thing I want to check is medium shields against this guy. See how it goes. See if I can just shield block with medium shields. Let's go fight Millennia with this thing. My brother's sister is really hot. Should I ask her out? What the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Good luck, bro. Go ahead. Polaris, what's up, man? The Golem Fists were not fixed, no. Golem Fists still don't work with the Axe Talisman, still don't work with the... I forgot what it was. I know, they don't work with a lot of things. Do they ever buff bosses? No. No, they don't. 5k damage is kind of hard. Why did you have to go backwards? Actually still hit her from that distance? Damn. No shark finis tonight. What the fuck does that even mean? It goes further than Ordovis's. Why they do these things? I don't know. Shit goes pretty hard. Let's go fight, who else can get like flat into the ground like that? I don't think anyone can. It's gonna be hard to use against a bunch of different bosses. What's up, Chrissy? Hope you're doing well. Welcome in. Great Spear's Uncharged 2 is faster than the R1? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. It still doesn't tank that attack. For some reason, the Godskin Apostle just has like the most insane poise of all time. Damn. Die. I love being like this clumped up in the corner and I can't see anything. How's the update? Need to try Rellana again? He's like pretty much the same fight, it's just like a bit easier. Like he does like a lot less damage. I think that's the biggest change. A lot less damage. The frame trapping attack got fixed and you get like 3 more openings than you normally do. 3 or 4 more. It's not really just like dodge spam as much. He's pretty chill though. Anyway. Who's... Let's go fight Godfrey. What's your favorite armor set? Butt naked. Naked is my favorite armor set. That's not Godfrey. God damn it. Go fight Radagon, I guess. Someone who's like resist the holy damage, see how it goes. Did you already test the buffs to Rellana's Twin Moons and Sword? No. I mean, like, I've done light testing, but this is the first thing that I've talked about, so. We'll go play with Rellana's next. 3k damage is pretty good. It would have been nice to see for, like, infinite higher promo, I guess. I don't know. It should have just been different. I don't know. Does it do holy damage? Yeah, it does. Kind of like the more difficult Radon. I don't know. I don't know. It feels like less satisfying now, I guess. Like after you get good at the fight, 5k damage against Elden Beast, jeez. This shit fucking hits hard. It still so long though. It's like, I don't know. It's kind of insane. That's kind of stupid. That's kind of dumb. It's a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage. Let's go compare that to Ordovis's. See how different it is. It's the final boss. I mean, yeah. I mean, it kind of made sense for him to be like as broken as he was. It's like it's a demigod inside the body of another demigod, who has another demigod riding on his shoulders, and that demigod's arguably like the most dangerous demigod of all time. So, kind of makes sense. It's lore accurate. They did like half the amount of damage. Like, I don't know. I mean, I think Radon needed to get fixed. I think it needs to happen. It's a shame that it happened, like, you know, now instead of, like, earlier. Because now at this point, after fighting him so many times, like, I had the fight, like, down. Like, even the double swiping attack wasn't an issue. Even with medium roll. Like, it was just, I don't know. I just knew his behavior so much. Like, it wasn't even a big deal. So I wish it just happened earlier. Because now when I fight him, it's just, like, less satisfying, I guess. I don't know. Look, Devonius did that much damage in, like, just one charge attack. Devonius is actually kind of fucking cracked. Wait, I have this. Three months? Has it been 3 months already? Fuck me. It does like half the amount of damage. Like Ordovis's hits way fucking hard. I mean, Devonius hits way harder. But like Ordovis still does more stance damage, but like Devonius hits like a fucking truck. This shit hits hard as hell. How did they buff Rellana's Cameo? It's like an instant fucking charge now, and it does like 45% damage over like the 15% damage. $2,700 damage. Gets more range. Swords are always cooler? That's not true. Hammers are always cooler. I probably still think Ordovis is the better option, but I think Or Dovis has its place. And Devonius has its place. What's boosted by the Godfrey's icon now? I haven't actually checked that Thundercloud form. We'll go get into that later. I've been sleeping the entire time. I haven't been had time to test it out. I've been sleeping. Let's go respec. I like made my video, then I went to bed. Kinda. Almost. Are you gonna make a patch notes review vid? We'll see.
Is it time?
I'll probably just go make a video or some shit. I don't want to make a video of like Rellana's builds, because I know Rellana's build's gonna be kind of cracked. Because I haven't made a Rellana twin blade build, because, you know, they've been kind of average. What the fuck are the requirements? I keep doing this. Stop yapping, go away, I don't care what you gotta say. 16, 13, cool. I saw benefit actually going to, I don't know why I did that. I guess got like 20 in booth. 20 in booth. Dump there, dump there. 35, 35. That's kind of shit. We'll go 40, I guess. Gonna play Dress to Impress, scream if you need me. Okay. Did they buff the Crucible hammer? Yes, I just literally got done playing with it like 10 seconds ago. Fuckers are giggling? It's the, what do you call them? Those weird enemies. Those children. They're the ones giggling. Give me that. Give me Rellana's Cameo. Give me multi-hit Talisman. Give me another multi-hit Talisman, I guess. Give me that shit. Give me that shit. And cool. Let me cook with that shit. Why are they still there? Cheat engine. Cheat engine has them bugged out right now, so. No chat today? Oh, that chat's not on the screen. Oh. Look at. It's kind of stupid. Kind of stupid damage. See how it goes. Yeah, it's 45%, and it takes like basically nothing to charge up. Well, that does okay, doesn't it? And we got a stance break. Would you look at that? Gotta compare that to the Sword of Night and Flame now. What tier is Rellana's? We'll see. We shall see. Goes pretty hard. Let's go to fight Radon. See how it goes. Wait, I should have tested out Sword of Night and Flame first. Hold up. Really selfish, you really want all eyes on you. What did I do? What did I do? Wait, how much damage did it do? It did like 4k, something like that, right? It's pretty good. So does that, so. So does that. Oh, that's actually without the buff as well. I didn't actually use Rellana's, I didn't charge it up. Does it go that far? We don't know. Good dodging, idiot. Can you stop? Let me hit you. Let me charge it up. Thank you. I swear to God, this guy. Go away. A martial arts marathon, Bone Fist Dry Arts? I mean... No. Twin Blades are slightly worse and slightly cooler. Yeah. Like, the thing is, I think this is, I don't know. I think this shit is too good. That has its uses though. Like, the thing is... I know Rellana's is good. When I did my playthrough with it, the magic version like complements the fire version like really well. But so does like this, you know? Like this one just goes further. But this one's good for like crowd control. But the thing is, Rellana's like this one, like the magic version can just completely replace a light attacks. Like this it can just stun lock. How much poise damage does it do actually? See the poise damage. Steven, what the fuck? That do like 18? Hold up a second. I did about 30 stance damage. Wing L2 like don't have to be... Yeah, I know about that one, yeah. Yeah, wing stance is like... Wing stance is insane. That's just insane. Even before like the Rellana's change. I did 40 stance damage. And so did that. They both did about like 42 stance damage. 41, 42. Which that is pretty good. That is pretty good. Rellana's Cameo is actually a good tally now, and Bale's Tyranny actually consistent hits at range, yeah. Bale's Tyranny has its uses. One thing we've got to try it is that, and also the Bale's Flame Lightning. I don't think I'm going to like Bale's Flame Lightning over Dragon more, unless it does like twice as much damage. I think Dragon Morris is more useful still, because it's faster and this hits more stance damage. And it has better synergy with like the Rock Hearts and the Blue Dancer's Charm and stuff. How's Devonia's Hammer? It's pretty good. Pretty good. It hits super hard. It hits like almost like 50% more damage than Ordovis's now. I like instinctively like going left. First person shooter or Euphoria? What? We talk about the diss tracks? I don't know. Euphoria, I guess? I don't fucking know. I haven't like, I've never like listened to the diss tracks, honestly. Like I've listened to like once or twice and that's it. Like I don't have them on my playlist ever. Wing stance with the Cameo? Still hard to pull off Cameo and faster bosses? Yeah. How's the double slash? Basically easy now. It's free. It's free. They nerfed him in the wrong way. How else were you supposed to nerf him outside of like just giving him more openings, get rid of the double swiping attack, and make the flashbang less? Like what else were they supposed to nerf? I don't know. Buff the hair, more hair? Sure. They need more hair. Reduces tracking and the lag makes the clones... No. Rellana's fixed, not nerfed. It doesn't matter what it is, all like just semantics. It's a nerf. It's because they didn't like the boss, and now it's like now you like it a bit more. Doesn't mean it's fixed now. Because to some people it's not fixed, it's now worse. It's like they broke the boss now. Yeah, it's all subjective. If you proc any status effects, Michaela's hair should fall off. Pretty funny. Dismemberment. Does that attack not go as far anymore? Of course it does. It's not subjective when the boss has undodgeable attacks. It does dodgeable. It's just kinda hard to dodge. It's still subjective, like some people like the boss and like it's clear because there's some reactions that people are just not happy with it, right? Like you can never please anybody. So it's all subjective still. Doesn't matter how bullshit the boss is. I think like fixing means like there was a bug. And like those like not intentional. See, if I was playing the normal game, I would have dodged it anyway. That double slapping attack. If I was pre-patch. Like you could say like the it's all semantics, who fucking cares. I think the boss fight is a better overall, yeah. Anyway. The weapon is good. Weapon is good. We'll go visit this in a bit. I still don't think I like it more than the Sword of Night and Flame though. Like it's just more useful in like different situations though. Say 18 maybe, yeah. Do you think this is the last patch we'll get? No. Doom, thank you for the follow, man. What's up? I think they're still gonna update the game for like, I don't know, some months. Maybe until like they announce their next game or some shit. Or like if something game breaking happens, you know? Does consume a lot of stamina still. What's up, Ojo? How things, man? How did that miss? Does nicely. Does pretty well. How early can you get Knight and Flame? It's so OP. You can get it without even having to kill anything. You just like run to carry mana. How much stamina does this use? It's about the same, but it's in a faster animation though. That kind of just hits a lot.
What's going on, Yui gang?
They didn't fix Crayline's hair? What's wrong with the bowl cut? The bowl cut is fucking banging. You guys are just haters. Yeah, I think Sun Up is still better, yeah. I think maybe as a weapon, because it still gets better scalings, you know, B scalings in both. And you can just go all into Int Faith. You don't have to actually level up strength or dexterity. Whereas for Rellana's, you still benefit more. Which might be a better thing, I guess, like at really high levels. Because it has a hitbox at closer range, so you still benefit of going into Strength and Dexterity. And the thing is, going into Strength and Dexterity, or Dexterity, actually boosts the damage of both skills, whereas Int is just going to boost the damage of the magic one, and Faith is just going to boost the damage of the fire one. So it's kind of like, it's kind of weird to try and build around. And like, obviously if you don't use it at close range, you're not going to benefit at all of the Strength or Dexterity. Let's go fight Mesmer. Moonveil buffed? Yeah. Indirectly, but yeah. Favorite pizza topping? I don't know. Like me. Sword of Night and Flame top 5 up in now? I think it's close to top 5. I'm not sure if I like it more than like... Maybe, yeah. I wouldn't argue if someone did. I gotta do a run with it again. The sword, actually both. See, like in a boss fight like this, I still wouldn't really bother for using Rellana's cameo. Demand. I don't know how to say the name. I'm fucking dyslexic. Thank you for the follow, man. Like, the fact that you get a quick projectile attack like that is pretty kind of... What up, Sex God? What? Why isn't that chat under you? I know it's broken today. Chat's broken today. I can still see it though. I don't know what's going on. Like, it has its uses. Like... See, like, Sonath can't do that. As soon as it gets further away from you, you can like just double tap. See, if I was Sonath, I would have been hit there. I still would like it for the stamina cost is a bit less, but... Still not a fan of power stancing light greatswords, but the thing is, the Rellana's versions of power sensing light greatswords is better than like normal power sensing light greatswords. You scared of the poke only Dark Souls 3? No, because an update came out. So I think it's like when you go like heavy attack into light attack, it's like much more fluid. Like look at that shit. But when you go use like regular power sensing light greatswords, it has like a little bit of a delay. There's like a lot of things that are like that with this fucking moveset. Like use regular... Wait, wrong one. So like the power sensing Rellana's Twin Blades is better than like normal power sensing like greatswords. Jay, thank you for the follow. But I still don't really care for them much. Like I think like that straight swords and like even great swords have better power sensing combos. Because like they're not hitting simultaneously with like the first attack. But it's a nice poke though, so I don't know. And it would be nice if they get like a unique jumping attack. I don't know why there's no unique jumping attack with this weapon or a unique heavy attack that swings with both. It's like there's still, I don't know. It's so weird. And like you get like a straight sword light attack. Which is kind of cool, I guess. But like, I don't know. So weird. I probably would have liked it a lot more if I had a better like jumping attack. I don't fucking know. Anyway, it is what it is. I think it's decent. I don't think it's as good as Stonehaft because Stonehaft can just like do just as much damage quicker. Anyway, on to the next weapon. We'll go revisit Rellana's. I'll make a build around it today. Make a build video. What else got changed? There's a bunch of like heavy attacks that got changed. We'll go fuck around with those. Okay, so the daggers. I think Earthsteel Dagger benefits the most of this. Like, look how fast that is. That's actually kind of stupid. That's kind of dumb. That's kind of dumb. The Throwing Blade Uncharged Heavy got fixed. It's probably better than, like, just spamming R1 now. Potentially. We might try and make them work, I guess. I don't know. Straight swords. I mean, it's nice, like, when you have... If you're, like, two-handing a straight sword, and then do you want to have a horizontal swipe, I guess you can just, like, do uncharged heavies. It's cool, I guess. It's fine, I guess. Great swords got faster heavy attacks now. Is that true for the Claymore as well? Doesn't feel much faster. I think these got buffed before. Like, the heavy attacks of great swords got buffed beforehand. Colossal swords, for some reason, get faster heavy attacks. Uncharged heavy attacks. That feels a decent amount faster. This is why Hander gets better. Huge. Heavy thrusting swords. Does that extend to the sword lance, though? Because the sword lance gets a great spear. Oh, great spear's got faster heavy attacks anyway. Cool. Let the Godskin stitch you. It actually doesn't get a double poke uncharged, it's just fully charged. Fair enough. Fair enough. The sword lance gets better. Huge. So the great... What do you call it? The Serpent Hunter didn't get buffed to its heavy attack or uncharged heavy attack. Why did they not include the Serpent Hunter? Why did they do that, chat? Because I guess the same heavy attack as the Barb Staff Spear and the Silurius Tree. That's pretty quick. Oh, so this is the first one, wasn't it? Just the first swing. Not the second one. Actually a pretty decent speed. Yeah. Why would they do that to us? I mean, honestly, when you're just using this attack, the fully charged is like just as good. Now it's one-handed and two-handed. It got changed. Cause like this is like fully charged. It's like almost just as fucking slow as like the uncharged version. He's locked into testing, not reading chat. I mean, didn't have my chat open. I just opened it right now. Lizard Greatsword gets striking damage? Yeah. Darkwind Greatsword. Good fucking point. I didn't actually think about that. Did Darkwind Greatsword just get better? Bro, what the fuck? Hold up a second. Wait a minute. They fucked with us. Piece of shits. God damn it. Yeah. Because I feel like it was faster, but I think when you have it buffed, it's slower. Never mind. It's just like for the first one. It should still be faster, right? I think that feels like the same speed. Oh well. Oh well, what else? Curve swords. I don't care about uncharged curve sword heavy attacks. They suck. Actually, is there anything unique though? Maybe like the Mantis Blade, I guess. Mantis Blade gets better. Mantis Blade is now a better weapon. Wow. I actually finished making my curve sword ranking video before like the DLC actually, or the patch came out. So I've talked about all 19 curve swords, ranked them from worst to best. I was ready to drop it yesterday and the patch happened. Oh yeah, Wing of Astel, true. It doesn't feel much... I don't know. Mantis Blade is not now goated, no. You could just do that as a combo. That could be a thing. Because like when you extend it, it has like the most range, and it is the fastest heavy attack. Because like all the other heavy attacks will just fully charge at least. Because like that's just like kind of shit. When you have it fully charged, it does like double swing. But for the Mantis Blade, it's like just one swing. Looks like a trick weapon? Yeah, but it's a shit weapon. Because it gets like the worst range, and like it actually does get some of the most damage with a keen infusion. I think it's like only the Bandit's Curve Sword actually out damages the Mantis Blade. But it has like such fucking bad range. So when you're using like a bunch of different skills, like it just sucks. It should be way better. It should get bleed. Because like the Cemetery Shades actually get bleed with this thing, and they get this insane flurrying attack, and they have a power sense. So it should have been a power sensing bleed weapon with a unique skill that gets a bunch of sideward swipes. And the funny thing is, we have the Falx. And like, that's the exact same combo as a Cemetery Shade. So like, I think they wanted to actually add the Mantis Blade in, but they decided to make the Falx instead. I think they wanted to make like a Moon Rithel sword compared to like the Knight's Troll's Knight sword, and just like bring it in again, but just actually make it good. But they just made it the Falx instead. So one way to look at it, I guess. Anyway, Katana's heavy attacks, uncharged heavy attack. Nagakiba gets better. We take those. Yeah, I tested Devonia's Hammer. Devonia's Hammer does like a lot more damage than Ordovis's, but the stance damage is still less. Does like roughly 50% more damage than Ordovis's. What about the double swiping attack? That's pretty good. Pretty good. The thing is, this double swiping attack should have been on more weapons than just these two. It's actually so annoying. Because the thing is, like, this gets a double swiping heavy attack, but its skill is double slash, which is another double swiping attack. And then this skill gets the double swiping heavy attack, but its skill, another sideward swipe. It's like, why would you do that? You need to have heavy attacks that complement the skill, not have the heavy attack be the same thing. So that's kind of annoying. Anyway. Ichimonji should have been on an infusible katana. Yeah, the heavy attack of this thingy, this should have been the skill. There should have been some like cool gravity-based like Ichimonji skill. And the heavy attack should have just been like, I don't know, anything different. Because this heavy attack does like just as much stance damage as everything else. But like, I'd rather just go with like, you know, the Nagakiba, because it gets a poking heavy attack. Which is just better. Because like, katanas already get vertical swipes. So like, why do I need this? When vertical swipes already exist. It is what it is. I wish it was a skill. They should have just made it a skill. Make it do like a fuck ton of stance damage. Make it do like a gravity attack. Imagine if I did like a gravity AoE or like shoot out like a little gravity. Ah. God damn it. We're so close. Can you explain in English? Am I speaking too fast? I'm sorry. Ribbit. Hola. What's going on? No skill be like complementing weapon on a blind spot. Yeah, true. Blind spot does work very nicely. What else got? The great katanas get better, faster uncharged heavies. Which that is actually kind of nice. Because they were pretty slow, right? Because you can't really get horizontal swipes for the combos, right? Light attacks? It's actually nice to have. But it actually doesn't feel much slower, though. Even that feels the same speed. I don't think that's actually changed much. I don't think great katanas have been changed much. Uncharged twin blades don't mean much to me. Maybe except for like the Black Steel Twin Blade or the Godskin Peeler because it gets the poking attack. I still don't really use it. Knights and Jaden, thank you guys for the follows. What's going on? What else? Axes. Uncharged heavy attack. Faster. Don't care about axes at all. Oh, wait a minute. Iron Cleaver. Doesn't like lunge that far though. Oh, Smith Script Axe. What if that one? Doesn't feel like it's much faster, does it? I don't know. Who knows? Axes, flails, and great spears. So flails got faster, heavy, uncharged heavy attacks. They needed to get faster heavy attacks. This shit is way too slow. Does like just as much stance damage as a hammer, but the hammer charged heavy attack. It's like twice as fast. Just use hammers over flails, guys. It's better. Halberds and reapers. Halberds. Halberds. That's pretty nice. That's pretty good. Because when you're using like a halberd like this, you want to have that variety, which is good. And that's really nice to have. Because that kind of overswings too. Because I think fully charges is a spin to win, right? Spin to win. That's pretty good. We take those. Wait, the Naga Keeper gets the unique heavy attack though. I'm not gonna agree with the Knight Rider's Glaive. Why did I say Naga Keeper? That's pretty good too. That's like just as fast as a light attack. What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, chat, don't even bother using R1 with a Knight Rider's Glaive. Just go R2, R1. Hell yeah. Long half axe? That's a great axe. Great axes haven't been changed. Did they change the sword lance? The uncharged heavy attack is a bit faster. That's about it. That's the same as all great spears. Well, that's really cool. Uncharged R2 into R1. What's the second R2 like? Nah, it's too slow. When Knight Rider's Glaive got better, you'd love to see it. What's the Romina's? Is that this? Yeah, it's the horizontal side. I probably still just did the exact same thing. Wait, this actually gets the, I never knew this actually got the same moveset as the Knight Rider's Glaive. Fuck. I still wouldn't use it over the poking attacks, the heavy attack into the poke. But maybe for like, something like the Lucerne, I guess. Wait, Lucerne gets the same heavy attack? Am I stupid? Doesn't work for like the regular halberds, I guess. Reapers. You could just do the same thing, right? Heavy attack into light attack. What about the great side? This is a different heavy attack, right? Feels like a lot of uncharged heavies that are just as fast. So I feel like just going this uncharged heavy into light attack is probably just the best bet now. For a lot of different weapons. All heavy attacks of the whips except for the Urumi. Oh no. Who cares? Who cares? Hand-to-hand weapons and... I already talked about the hand-to-hand weapons in the video.
Yui gang.
What's up, Cryptic? How things, bro? Wish the Great Sight did damage like in Dark Souls 1? Yeah. The thing is, I wouldn't even bother using light attacks with the hand-to-hand weapons ever. Just go with the... Because the thing is, about the dry leaf arts, the follow-up heavy attack, that attack right there is so fucking crazy. It does like a lot of stance damage. Especially if they're fully charged. And it's like really quick. It's like quicker than the Dane's footwork as well. Because the Dane's footwork, it's like a 1-2 hit. So like, I think for both still, you want to go use uncharged heavies the entire time. You never want to go light attacks. But like the dry leaf arts just gets better now. And now it just gets more damage. I think it was like I think before the patch, the base damage was like 190 something. Now it's 210. So it's a bit more damage. I'm not sure how if the scalings have changed at all. Try the Mesmer Spear. The Mesmer Spear. Did I miss the Mesmer Spear? Either way, the damage still sucks though, right? Feels like it's the same thing. I think the stamina cost is going to be like the biggest thing, right? Still not a Cane Sword buff? They're not going to buff... They didn't even change any base game weapons. Stamina cost is still disgusting. The damage is still disgusting. Doesn't even stagger him. Try the throwing spear. Regular spears didn't get changed. The axes got changed, and I tried the Smith script axe, and it felt like it was the same thing. It didn't feel much different. Anyway, Beast Claws also got faster uncharged heavy attack, which I guess was needed, but it doesn't really feel. Happened to Dark Souls 3. An update. A new update happened to Dark Souls 3. That's why the Dark Souls 3 run is not happening today. Mesmer Soldier Spear, it just gets like a regular poking attack. It's only the double poking attack when you have it fully charged. So. But it could be the same thing. You could just go uncharged. Don't know. Uncharged heavy. Because the thing is, like, you could just always commit to going to heavy attacks. And if you feel like your opening's not long enough, you can just let go. It's like heavy attack. It's like, oh shit, it's not long enough. Just let go. But if it is long enough, then boom. Huge damage. That is actually really fucking good for a lot of weapons. That's really good for a lot of different weapons. Character looks a little sunburnt. My character looks fine. Leave him alone. What do you think of the flails had a hitbox on the wind-up attack? Be pretty interesting. Be pretty interesting. The Smith script hammer? Well, axes, I mean, hammers haven't got changed. Hammers, great axes, they didn't get changed at all. Colossal weapons either. Just colossal swords. Not even thrusting swords got changed, just heavy thrusting swords. Well, that's really cool. Should we go make a build around the Smith script daggers? Because they get faster heavy attacks and they go a bit further. Should we go fuck around? Go like uncharged. I don't know. Try Guts' greatsword or so slow. It's no longer as slow. It feels like it's almost just as fast as the light attack now. But the follow-up light attack doesn't come out as fast. Wait, didn't they actually change the Colossal Sword light attack to be faster? They actually changed the light attack to be faster now. I still just go R1, R1. How many stats would you have to upgrade to 99 of the Smith script daggers for it to be worth it? I don't know. Changed movesets? Nothing got changed, no. Falx or Keen backhand blades? I think the Falx are better. Falx is better than pretty much all backhand blades. Means that Godslayers and the Fire Knights R1 are buffed. It should mean that, yeah. Says like it lunges a bit further. I think it's probably for like the regular Colossal Sword moves. It's more into this one. But the uncharged heavy attacks are faster now as well. So. Just gotten a little bit better. Maybe like by a frame or two. How would you change the Guts' greatsword moveset if you could? I'd give it like just the regular Colossal Sword heavy attack. Just the downward slam. I don't really care much for the horizontal swipe because the light attacks already get the horizontal swipe. I don't know. I kind of miss the Ultra Greatsword moveset from like Dark Souls and stuff, like the downward slam, you know, like with the Black Knight Ultra Greatsword and shit like that. Kind of miss those from Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 3. Pretty cool. Anyway, let's go build around the stupid smith script daggers. Let's see what's going on here. Let's go all into dexterity, see what's up. Do you like the changes to Milady ends the Talisman? Well, specifically about the Talisman, yeah, the Talisman's really good. So, like, if you're using all different stance-based skills, I recommend just throwing on Rellana's Cameo. Maybe except for, like, Unsheath and Square Off. I probably still would rather just, like, spam it quickly than, like, wait for, like, half a second. Because they're, like, really quick either way and really efficient, so there's not really much of a need. You can still probably leave it on anyway if you have, like, a longer opening. Might as well. Anyway, what am I doing? Dexterity. Yeah, dexterity. Tripping. Yeah, the Rellana's Cameo buff is probably like the most insane one in this patch. If I'm gonna be real, A throwing dagger ranking when? No, there's too many. I keep forgetting that this thing actually has 11 intelligence requirement. It gets 45% more damage now compared to the 15% damage, and it's like 50% faster to charge up. It's kind of cracked. ASMR laughing in the background? Yeah. Wing stance or square off? I think wing stance... I don't know, square off just does stupid stance damage, but I think wing stance kind of just like... It cheeses so many enemies. Like... Because the thing is, with light attacks, right? Just get some Impaling Thrust, the fuck? With light attacks or the light great swords, they don't really stagger enemies like those larger types of ones. But wing stance does. And you can just, like, do this the entire time. Like, that, just comboing that the entire time just, like, fucks up every single enemy. That can be staggered. Like, it's just like a stun lock and just destroys all of them. Like... Even, like, NPCs, they just all get destroyed. And now when you have the Rellana's Cameo, you fully charge it, and that's just 45% more damage. As long as you're holding onto it. As long as you just don't let go. It's just 45% more damage, and then you let go. And you can even get the 45% damage on the heavy attack, and then it finishes. Then you have to charge it up again. Like, it's so fast, like... I think wing stances has more uses. Because, like, that entire combo, I think, does, like, 40-something stance damage. Like that, because the heavy attack does 30. But you can just do that. That's 45 stance damage the entire time. Or for not stance damage, 45% more damage, I mean. And look how fast it takes to charge up. Kind of silly. It just makes some of the best skills in the game just even better. Even better. Okay. Anyway, where's the dog shit ass smith script daggers? See what's going on here. Go with multi-hit talismans. We'll go play all into like the moveset. We're not going to release any skills. So can I use Shriek of Sorrow? I can, cool. Give me that one, give me that one. Fuck, I guess we'll go with this one and... It gets piercing damage, right? So I guess Spear Talisman makes sense. Where is Rikshas's set? Oh, yeah, the Smith Script Talisman. Yeah, true. It's like forgetting. Yeah, I was forgetting something. The Smithing Talisman. I don't know. It's got a Radon. He's weak to piercing damage. I don't know. How many times have they buffed the attack speed of the Colossal Swords? They've buffed so many weapons in their speeds over times, like Great Swords, Straight Swords, flails, like Colossal Swords. They've been buffed so many times throughout the entirety of Elden Ring. Like, they used to be like just as fast as they were like in Dark Souls 3. I don't know. Uses 6 buffs on this revival. So I'm using 6 buffs. Would you look at that, chat? I didn't take damage there. No way. Yeah, the chat says broken today. I don't know why it's not showing on screen. Doesn't do the jump now? He doesn't lead up the boss fight with it anymore, no. One like underrated part about it is that being that it's a projectile, right? You can just keep throwing it, and it's doing piercing damage, so it's gonna get a counter hit almost every single time if you're just throwing it at a distance while enemies in the middle of the combo. Actually, that's gonna be a good combo there. Just go uncharged heavy into light attack, and just keep going back and forth. Because the uncharged heavy is like just as fast, so. Wish they gave Mikula a trim? Yeah, maybe one of these days. It's pretty good. Didn't do the gravity magic once. He still does it. It's just like, it's rarely gonna happen. Like, he mainly does it when you're further away, you know? Like, if you're far away from him, he might do it. So, like, if I keep going back, he stops chasing me. Throwing daggers are viable? I'd say they're viable. But this guy's weak to piercing damage, so we'll go to somebody that's not, and that's skinnier. He's slower now? What's some attacks here? Half the combos are like the exact same speed. Actually, most of them are. Like, his main combos that he gets, they're exact same speed. Like, there's like 5 hit combos. They're all the same. They're even fun. So you're still gonna suffer the same problem of fighting skinnier enemies and just like missing half the projectiles. How do you always teleport? Cheat engine. Cheat engine. If anything looks weird and suspicious, cheat engine is like your answer most of the time. We'll go with the bleed infusion, see what happens. Because like that's heavy attack, light attack. Heavy attack. It's pretty good. Heavy attack, light attack. Your nose looks suspicious. What did I do?
That's nasty.
That's gonna be like the best play. They're doing better than I thought they would have. Probably light heavy, the F chain is faster, but it's the second, right? It's the same fucking thing. Light, heavy, heavy, light is still going back and forth. What do you mean? It's the same thing, right? And it's probably better going like heavy light because like heavy, because the light actually combos from the heavy, with like the. It's actually kind of good. It's actually kind of good. So get the first R2 with the R1 R2 combo. same thing as going backwards and forth, right? You go like R2 and it combos into the R1. Whereas the R1, it resets the animation. It doesn't combo. See, like his hand is on the left side, then it kind of resets. Whereas if you're going R2, then click R1, your hand's already there. It's faster. R2, R1. Whereas this is R1, R2. Then you just keep going back and forth. Your hand's already there. Let's go with the blade infusion. Go with poison? Yeah, you can go with poison, but it sucks, so who cares? Poison is booty. Is this an S tier weapon? I don't know about S tier. Still does dog shit stance damage, but we'll see how it goes. Proccing bleed and a distance means I'm not gonna be able to proc the multi or the... Put on the white mask anyway, see what happens. Put it on anyway. See how it goes. Bleed or frost? Bleed. This is more stuff for bleed. They buffed the damage? They didn't buff the damage, no. They just made their heavy attacks faster, or the uncharged heavy attacks faster, and they just go further now. Can you repeat bosses with Chin Engine? Yeah, you're gonna revive them. So. That is not proccing bleed quickly at all. How much bleed build up is it getting? 35? Why the fuck is it getting 35 bleed build up? Shit sucks. That's ass. I mean, Arcane's at 9, but it's getting a descaling in Arcane. Like, typically, if you go with a bleed infusion with, like, any weapon, they get, like, 100 bleed, right? I don't think I need Arcane. Like, that's a good thing about bleed infusions, is that you don't need Arcane to get bleed. That's the whole point of them. Let's ever go with, like, a fucking straight sword. Put on this straight sword. What's up, Tyrone? Go with a bleed infusion. It's getting 83 bleed build up. Which obviously is not as fast, but... A dagger gets 83 bleed up as well, so yeah. So a regular dagger gets 83, it's like 50 more bleed build up. If I was gonna go with the hand-to-hand weapons, 83 bleed build up. It obviously helps, yeah, but with a descaling, it's not gonna help much. When you go into bleed infusions, you rarely ever go into like Arcane. Unless it's like at really, really high levels. But for the most part, if you're going with bleed builds, it's like... I think that's the whole point of the bleed infusion. It just gives you access to bleed with like a non-arcane build. They're paired, so that may be why. Not really, because the hand-to-hand weapons also got 80 bleed. It's because like they're just projectiles, so like, cause, like they didn't want it to be broken, but 35 is a bit too low. I wouldn't pair it with a bleed infusion, it's not good enough. I just go into damage, because like the damage is way less. Like when my AR is what? Like 118 plus 147. And then I go into a keen infusion. It's like 100 points higher. Which is like 50% more damage. Like, so I'd rather just sacrifice... Yeah. I would not sacrifice 50% damage just to get 30 bleed build up. That really ain't worth it in my opinion. Ain't worth it. Gets 42 poison build up as well. What about frost build up? How much does that get? 45. Yeah, no. Scattershot throw? Yeah, scattershot throws are anything. But if you're gonna go use scattershot throw, you might as well throw in the Claws of Night, because the Claws of Night just is better. It does more damage and more bleed build up. Gets 45 bleed build up. And obviously it's a claw, which is a better class. So like, I don't know. You probably just use it as it is. But they're pretty viable though. I don't think they're that bad. I'm gonna probably do a playthrough with them soon. We'll do a playthrough with them soon. See how they go. But they did better than I thought. I think you just need like a lot of buffs. Like I think if you have the multi-hit talisman, smithing talisman, kind of works out, because they did have like thousands of fucking buffs active. That's probably why. Can you use Cragblade? No, you can't put Cragblade on like any Smith script weapon at all. Any throwable weapon cannot put anything into it. No, the Golem Fists did not get changed. No, Golem Fists are still the exact same. They still don't work with the Axe Talisman. They still don't work with the Smithing Talisman. They don't work with anything. I don't know why. I don't know why. They hate us. What else got changed? Shields got changed. Let's go try some shields. Yeah, they still use a lot of stamina too, yeah. Shields. Shields. They should get 73 guard boost now. That's kind of cracked. Let's go with that and go with like a fucking... the Ansper Rapier build and go against Radahn, see what happens. See what happens. Go with the Great Shield Talisman. Go back to the Spear Talisman. Go use that. Should I put on Barricade Shield, see how it goes? Barricade Shield. Maybe you just don't even need a Great Shield anymore to shield poke. Medium shields are going to do you fine. Paid chatter? Who's a paid chatter? I ain't paying nobody. Is this patch an L? No, I think it's pretty good overall. There's still some things that need to get changed. Like there's some, I don't know, some bugs still out there. The Letter Sword still doesn't work with the Shard of Alexander. Some things like the Golem Fist still needs to get fixed. There's some other, plenty of like boss weapons and spells that still suck ass. So. Any reason to use this shield over the Brass Shield? Lower requirements. It only gets a 10 strength requirement, whereas the Brass Shield has 16 strength. So if you're going to go with the Dex build, like I am right now, I'm fat rolling. Because I have this stupid sword on for some reason. Can you like not? I thought it was gonna make me not fat roll by switching off. It's fine. Okay, clearly we got up to a bad start. Let me just reset. Hold up a second. Hold up a second. Okay. Barricade shield this bitch up. Oh yeah. Shield poke. Shield poke. I had to dodge that one. And I missed. Shield poke. Shield poke. You could do the exact same strategy now. Think they're ever enough done? I don't think so. Can I block this shit? Block! Hell yeah. Shit poke looks boring? It's boring, but it's very effective, so. Can I block all this shit? I did. Shield poke. Shield poke. It's definitely best if you pair it alongside the That was completely unnecessary, buddy. Pair alongside the green turtle talisman is definitely the best bet. They're going shield poking builds. It actually works fine. Pearl Shield Talisman? No, it's not necessary. He doesn't really get much elemental damage, so it's fine. Anyway. Medium shields, because I think before the patch, these things getting like 65 guard boost. Now it's like 73, which like compared to like, oh, it's not gonna be anywhere near as high as great shields. Like it's 86, but like it's pretty close. Like that's wasn't the highest. This is the highest. 90 is the highest. Like some other great shields, you know. That's 63. That's heavy infused though. That's probably why. Barricade shield is goated because you can't put barricade shield on a great shield. So putting barricade shield on a medium shield is just going to be better than a great shield. And it's going to be like so much lighter. And it looks cooler too. You can? I thought you couldn't. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm wrong. You can't put barricade shield on a great shield. I lied. I completely lied. You can't parry with a great shield though, so maybe it gives you the option there. I lied. I'm a fat fucking liar. Thank you, King, for the $2, man. W's for my guy King with the donation. How's Rellana's and Redonda venues? Both really good changes. I think they're both solid A tier weapons now, but I think both are still outclassed by Sword of Night and Flame and Ordovis's respectively. Excuse me, why isn't your nose extending? Because, leave me alone. My nose is normal length, okay, chat? My mum said so. Actually, that's a lie. My mum actually bullies my nose too. Complete fucking lie. Alright, let's go test out some skills and stuff like that. Let's go to Dynastic Sickle Play. Actually, no, let's go test out spells first. I want to try out Rellana's Twin Moons. I didn't want to open up fucking Photoshop. That was an accident. I'm bad at everything. It was an accident. Close faster. Not Photoshop. Premiere Pro. Go away. I fucking can't even speak today. I suck. Okay, let's go respec. Rellana's Twin Moon does not have hyper armor. Actually, it does have a little bit of hyper armor from what I was testing out beforehand. This was because I had the larger armor set on. I don't know. So your nose is big because you lie a lot? No, my nose is big because I'm a fucking Arab, okay? That's why. That's why. Intelligence. $72. I don't know what else to use. Mind. Fingerprint shield plus sword lance is the most broken thing in this game? Might be. Close enough to it, yeah. But to be fair, all my fucking family members, none of them have large noses like me, so. I got fucked up. And my dad does, at least, I guess. None of my siblings do. Okay, what am I doing now? I forgot what I was doing. Rellana's Twin Moons. That's what I was doing. We're gonna be testing all the incantations and how, like, they're just completely mid still. And how they're completely mid. Intelligence. Cool. Let's go throw in, like, the Dark Moon Greatsword or some shit. Oh, this stuff actually boosts these sorceries too. That's right. Ain't that really cool? I'm fat rolling. Get rid of that. Where is my spell boosting stuff? Go with the Magic Scorpion Charm. Graven School and Graven Mass Talisman, and I don't know what else to go with. That, I guess. Let's see what's going on here. It didn't even one-shot, it sucks. Wait, it actually doesn't do Frost Boot Up, does it? Why doesn't it do Frost Boot Up? Rellana's Cameo or Blade of Mercy for square off build. That's a good question. If you have to pick with one or the other. Oof. Fuck. If you're power stancing, maybe. If you're power stancing at the Blade of Mercy, if not, and you're gonna rely heavily. That's good damage. And you're gonna rely heavily on square off, then maybe Rellana's. I don't know, even then probably Blade of Mercy. I don't know, this depends on how you use it. Like, if... Just try and use it with Rellana's Cameo. If you feel like that waiting around for an extra, like, half a second is not good enough for you, then... It's not Rani's moon? Oh, yeah, true, I guess. Does Radagon's icon do anything for this? It should. Make it faster. It should, in fact, make it faster. It's probably better to have than 4% more damage. It doesn't debuff like Rani's? No, it doesn't, no. Spell could stun like Millennial? Maybe. But yeah, the moon has like some iframes and stuff. Like it's actually the grab attacks just go straight through. Like this all grab attacks. That's not just messages. See, like I feel like it should just go that far, and it doesn't. That's so annoying. And for 72 intelligence requirement, 45 FP cost. 2 whole slots that it takes up. It should just be better. And the damage is nice, but it's just a long animation.
Stripped of the grace of gold shall all meet death in the embrace of Mesmer's flame.
I don't know. I don't know. Let's go to Millennia, I guess. Rellana's moon still mid. Yeah, kinda. It should just go like twice as far still. Like, they extend the range by a little bit, but not much. Sing, thank you for the follow, man. What's up? See, it should like go like... What the... There's like a gravitational missile, like fleeting microcosm. They have like more range than this shit, right? Probably not. Maybe fleeting microcosm has like more AoE range. I don't know, I'd rather use like fleeting microcosm, gravitational missile, like... Wow. What do you call it? Is it more Ice Storm? They're just gonna be better like AoEs. Because they're like way cheaper. Way easier to use. And like Zamor Ice Storm procs Frost too. So it's like... Ugh. It should just go twice as far. Explosive Ghost Flame? I think Zamor Ice Storm just outclasses Explosive Ghost Flame. Because Explosive Ghost Flame is like really expensive and has dog shit requirements. It's like high int faith requirements. And Zamor Ice Storm can just do more damage because you can fully charge it, and it procs Frost like way faster. But Explosive Glacier does do more damage on like the initial impact, I guess. I don't know. I'd rather just use Zamor Ice Storm still. Needs Alabaster's Lord's pull levels of range? Kinda. Do I have that? Where is that? Let's actually compare the range difference. Where is my Alabaster's Lord Sword? Am I blind? Yeah, I'm blind. Okay, cool. I don't know what I was looking for. Let's go open up Cheat Engine. Let's go... Hopefully it doesn't crash my game if I do this. Why does the Alabasters get more? Shit. It should just go way further. Like, it should cover the entire screen. Fuck that shit. Like, there's cross-map enemies. Why not? It should go 50% further than that. Whack. What level am I? 150. This greatsword I slept on? It is, yeah. It goes like twice as far as Gravitas. Like Gravitas has shit range, but this thing is way further. And now it's faster, so it's gotten better. 72 insta-kill peasants? Yeah. Look, every single time that you use it, you're gonna get hit in the boss fight. Just make it go further. Just make it go way further. It is what it is. Skill issue, I guess. If only like the projectile heavy attack was that fast. Look how fast that uncharged attack is. I didn't mean like the animation was like different when it's buffed. That feels like it's the exact same speed, right? As it used to be. And you still like bit off this fully charging it. It's like a half a second longer. One thing I actually didn't check if fleeting microcosm hopefully it doesn't crash my game. Good. Fleeting microcosm works with the Godfrey's icon now. I didn't actually check that. Go check if some things work with the Godfrey's icon. God damn it. The game crashed. The game hates me. It is what it is. As it happens when I go into like free cam, when I go to like a loading screen next, it just crashes the game. No Dark Souls 3 today? No. An update came out. We're now preoccupied. Fuck Dark Souls 3 for now. Fuck Dark Souls 3. We might just delay, like, we might just cancel the fucking poking marathon. We'll cancel the poking marathon. Okay, what are we testing out next? I was testing out Rellana's, true. Rellana's, wait, do I have it equipped? I do, cool. Fleeting Microcosm. Does that work with the Godfrey's icon now? Because I did a fucking playthrough with it the other day. Why? Because this update is out, and I might want to play some more stuff, make some more. I don't know. I want to do some more like runs related to this patch. Please uncancel it. We'll see. 1745. Shy-Town Guna, thank you for the follow, man. 1745. 1745. Godfrey's icon. It now works with Godfrey's icon. Woohoo! Nice. X. It's gonna burn. How things? But Gale, we'll get there. I don't know. We'll probably do it. Probably do it. I mean, tomorrow's gonna be my day off, and then probably the day after. I don't know. I kind of want to do another run. Because I want to do like another Rellana's Twin Blade run. I kind of want to do a Rellana's Twin Moon run as well. Kind of want to do a Devonia's Hammer run. Probably the Thorns run. Sword of Light and Sword of Darkness are faster, but like it's not that much faster. It's like it's noticeably faster. It's noticeably faster. It doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't really change much for me. Like, the Sword of Light, they needed way more damage, like. But like now it's just gonna like, you're gonna have more uptime on your buffs. Cause like it instantly comes out and normally like it lasts like a few seconds. So like, I think it's like a second or two faster, which is nice. You could probably even use it in the middle of a boss fight. It's probably like similar to like Golden Vow spell speeds now. And I think the Darkness benefits the most because it's a debuff. You have to use it in the middle of a boss fight. Even then, I probably still wouldn't bother using it. It's like, still risky. Okay, do I go play with the Obsidian Laminar? What's it gonna change it? Increase poise damage of the follow-up heavy attack. Increase the movement distance. Adjusted the... yeah. I don't know. Let's go try some incantations. Actually, let's go try the Bale incantations. Yeah. Do they stack, by the way? Yeah, one's a buff, one's a debuff. So yeah, one's just for the enemy, one's just for you. One's a body buff. Maybe go try it Furious Blade of Ansbach as well. Thoughts on the Rellana nerf? I don't even know. Like, I don't even know. I don't know. I don't think I really have much of an opinion on it. I was like, it is what it is, I guess. I don't know. The fight still feels the same. It's like kind of a bit less satisfying for me, but I don't know. I don't care. I'm adaptable. Like whatever changes the game makes. Like I've never like had an update where like the game has made me outraged. Like even if it's like my favorite weapon gets nerfed, I'll be like, okay. Like I don't really care much. It is what it is. That's the way my life is, I guess. It is what it is. Bubble shower nerf hits in the guts? Yeah. Yeah, cheat engine is the answer to all your questions, bro. Cheat engine is the answer. Okay, Bale incantations. Okay, where we at? Where are we at? I don't think Bale's Tyranny still works with the Roll Medallion, right? I don't think so. Okay, put on Flock's Talisman, both of them. Flock's Canvas and Faithfuls. Works the Talisman of the Dread, doesn't it? Bale's Tyranny? No, it's not lava, isn't it? No, it's not lava. I don't think it does, no. 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 I don't even know. It does buff it? Okay. It just doesn't work with the Roll Medallion, right? I'm gonna try it out and see what happens. Okay, Furious Blade of Ansbach. That one and that one. I'll go compare it to Dragon Moor as well. Thing is, I think no matter, even if Bale's Flame Lightning is like a little bit better than Bale's Tyranny, I still think Bale's Tyranny is more useful because Dragon Moor exists. And I think Dragon Moor is just going to be better than Bale's Flame Lightning. But the thing is, nothing works like Bale's Tyranny. Like, there's no like arcane spell that has like an AoE like this that surrounds the player. Other than like Grail's Roar, right? But Grail's Roar is not really meant for damage. I don't know. Fire Scorpion? I guess, I don't know. Just I guess Fire and Lightning. Please make a Sword of Night build. I already have. You can go check through my build videos. There's a Sword of Night build out there somewhere. It's probably like, you can probably tell because it's in the thumbnail as well. Give me that one, and I don't know, put the lightning one on as well. Grezor comes out fast, yeah, but it's not meant for damage, it's just meant for alarm. It's good for like cleaning up kills, but it's like a long animation. And the damage isn't really quite there. It's just meant for a debuff. You just use like once at the start of the fight, and maybe to clean up a kill. And that's about it. Okay. Bale's Flame Lightning. 3,400. 2,400. Now, one thing I want to check. Hold up a second. Hold up a second. Blue Dancer's Charm strats with the Rock Heart. Because this build is kind of dumb. Okay. Wouldn't Fire and Lightning Scorpion Charm be better than Canvas Talismans? I mean, yeah, but you're gonna take a fuck ton of damage, so... Probably not. Wait, hold up a second. Let's go to a steel... Actually... Someone who's not weak to both fire and lightning. Someone who's pretty chill on both. Okay. Let's record the damage. $29.46. $29.46. That's 2,400. That is a higher number. That is true, but that's because I have both the fire and the lightning tier on. If I don't have any tiers, and we just use the rock hard buff. $26.36, and this should still be the exact same number, right? But the thing is, Dragon Maw does like fucking 50 stance damage. This does not do 50 stance damage. It's like 30 or something like that. I don't know. And isn't Dragon Maw like... I think it's faster, right? This one is not faster. But I think this one lunges further. It like lunges a bit further. What's the FP cost? 43 compared to 34. I think Dragon Maw is still better. But that's with the blue dance charm. What if I take off the blue dance charm? How much damage are you looking at? I forgot to go buff this. Does lightning damage though? But your physical damage is more useful though, honestly. Right? Physical damage is better. But if you have an arcane build, you don't really have access to both lightning and fire damage. You do have access to fire damage, but not lightning damage. If it was just pure lightning damage, I'd probably like it more. I don't know why it wasn't just pure lightning. I feel like it should have been pure lightning damage. Wait. Does it get more of one or the other? Let's go check, actually. Let's go check which one it gets more of. Okay. $21.48. $21.67. It's getting like slightly bit more lightning damage, it seems like. What about without it? Is it getting any physical damage too? That's what I want to know. $20.80. It actually is getting physical damage, fire damage, and lightning damage. Huh. Why? I guess that makes sense. Flowerstone Gavel, yeah, but it's getting like split even in both. So it's like if it's getting 30% fire, 30% physical, and 30% lightning, using like a debuff that just specifically debuffs some lightning damage is not going to really be much of a difference. You're probably better off using Grail's Roar, because Grail's Roar could like debuff and make them take damage through all sources. More damage for all sources. Tested Bale's Tyranny? No. I don't think it's just got bug fixed. I mean, you can try it out. I still think it has its uses. Even if it's like mid or like worse than Flame Lightning, because none of the spell works like this. So if you're like a pure arcane build, I'd probably just throw in Bale's Lightning or Bale's Tyranny. Takes up 2 slots though. Oh, they both take up 2 slots. Disgusting. Because if you're gonna go with like your fire spell or your dragon spells, right? Like you're gonna have like your dragon breath spells, which are gonna be nice for like hitting, you know, at further distances. Like I've been doing like a casual playthrough recently, just like testing stuff out. We're going like dragon builds and stuff. Dragon breath spells are like they're so broken. Like you just walk into a room and use dragon ice and everything just dies. Like dragon ice is so busted. Everything just gets fucked up, man. It's so easy. They're like the best spell type in the entire game. But yeah, for these dragon spells, there's nothing that really like encompasses the entire player outside of like Grail's Roar and like Placi's Ruin. But Bale's Tyranny is gonna do it better though. Anyway. Is Dragon Ice's broken one for the DLC is stronger? No. The reason why Dragon Ice is so good is because it procs Frost like so quickly. The thing is, she needs more range. The Ghost Flame one though doesn't proc Frost anywhere near as fast. It doesn't. It gets like a little bit more damage than Dragon Ice, but it takes like, it's like a third of like the Frost build up. So it kind of sucks. And like proccing Frost means it's 20% more damage. So like you're just going to get more damage with Dragon Ice compared to like every other one. And it's like a way to get magic damage with like an arcane build, which is kind of crazy. So shit, let's go fight somebody else. Surely we have a better time against Bale. Bale, I mean fucking Gale. No, not Gale. Redan. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. Can we cast mid-air? Yeah, but it can't be used on horseback though. I like the, that's why I reason like the lesser versions, because you can use them on horseback, and it's like, it's so handy to have when you're going through the game. You can't use can't use the other ones on horseback. I'd rather just use it on horseback than be able to jump in the air and use it, you know? Would you ever bone a dragon like fight? I lie, I wouldn't use this shit ever. I mean, okay, let's go like get surrounded by a bunch of enemies and see what happens. I don't know. It's not going to be useful in a boss fight, like at all. Does at least have the use of just like clearing out a room of enemies. Where is a room of enemies that I can kill? This is like my go-to location. It's the same thing as Rellana's Twin Moons. Like, it just needs to go, like, way fucking further. He didn't answer my question. What was your question? See, it's good because it can do that, I guess. I think it's high priority, right? But same thing as in Rellana, it should just go twice as far. Like, why doesn't it just go twice as far? Like, that AoE is nowhere near as big. It's such a long animation. Why, game? Why? Needs to get buffed again. Theodorix's Magma is better. For damage it is, but Theodorix's Magma doesn't hit like surrounding the player. Because like nothing else works like Bale's Tyranny. Whereas something works like Bale's Flame Lightning in Dragon Maw. I forget how much stance damage it gets. Like, the regular Dragon Breath incantations can also clear the room, but, like, if you're getting surrounded by enemies, it's kind of hard to, like, try and gain distance just to be able to have them in front of you. Because if they're not in front of you, then it's hard to hit all of them at once. But, like, a spell like that could do it. What weapon run is this? We're not doing a weapon run right now. That does 30 stance damage. Even worse than I thought. The Roar Regalia actually does it pretty well too, yeah. But the Roar Regalia doesn't like... I don't know. It's better against enemies that smaller enemies that can get staggered. So that does 45 stance damage. It does 50% more stance damage and a quicker animation for less FP, only 1 spell slot compared to 2, and it's just gonna do almost just as much damage as well. And it's just pure physical damage. So go up against enemies that are just weaker to physical damage, which there are a lot that is resist to like elemental, like, you know, things like the Elden Beast and I don't know. Enemies that are like immune or weaker to or resist to fire damage and stuff. It's just, I don't know. I think it's just more consistent. The only downside of Dragon Maul is that it has a higher faith requirement. That's it. Like 24 faith. Whereas like this is good for like, this is pure arcane. So like if you're going to go pure arcane and you're not going to have any faith at all, you probably like 15 faith maybe for like flame gummy strength. But in that case, if you have 15 faith, I just put on a faith tier and then you just get 25 faith and then you can use Dragon Maul and you can use Golden Vow as well. Like I just always recommend just going into faith if you have an arcane build. It's just so nice. But then in that case, if you have access to faith, then you could just use the Roar Regalia. Because the Roar Regalia actually does serve as a nice AoE that surrounds the player. I know, this shit needs to go further. I feel like Roar Regalia actually goes further as well than this shit. Which is actually like very sad. And it's cheap as well. It's like what, 14 faith requirement? The bear scream is actually useful. I did a whole playthrough with it. It's actually good. Look how far this shit goes. And that can knocks them back, sends them flying. And I don't even have like the Godfrey's icon and stuff as well. Looks like it did more fucking stance damage too. And you can use it on horseback. I guess there is no use of Bale's Tyranny. I lie. But you can go check out my playthrough of it. I think I uploaded it. I turned it into a video. My playthrough of the Roar Regalia. Yeah, like 2 weeks ago. You can go check it out. It's actually really good. Okay, let's go try the Furious Blade of Arnsbach. Gets more poise damage now, it seems like. And it stun locks better. Did it say it lunges further? I forget what did I say. What did I say? Canceling this incantation into rolls will now take less time. So the quicker recovery frames, which is nice. Increase the poise damage. Increase enemy knockback distance. That is this thingy. See if we can like the thing I like about the spell is that like it has like a nice little lunge, right? But it just needs more damage. Like that's with the fire tier, that's the fire scorpion charm, Godfrey's icon. Like most of the damage comes from the bleed. And if most of your damage is coming from bleed, then I don't know. We're done, my guy. Where you at? The thing is, it's Blood Flame as well. Oh. Because the thing is, Blood Flame, it does flat bleed. It doesn't actually scale off Arcane. So there's no way to improve the bleed build-up of something like this. Which is unfortunate. This spell would be so much more useful if it didn't have a 27 Arcane requirement. Because it'd be a way to proc bleed with like a Faith build. You do have like the other incantations. Because these ones are cheaper. Like Blood Flame Talons can do it. Blood, it's kind of inconsistent. I don't know. I feel like that's the point of the Blood Flame spells. It's like a way to proc bleed with a Faith build. Because I don't have high Arcane requirements. But this thing has 27 Arcane. Who knows? We'll go min-max this bitch and see what happens. Where am I at? I don't know. I think it actually works with the multi-hit talismans, right? Pretty sure it works with the multi-hit talismans. Give me that shit. I'm Soward. What's going on, man? Arnsbach's set still doesn't boost Moog Spear, doesn't it? Probably could have put on the Thorny tier instead of the Faith tier. Sorry. Why is he taking damage over time? What the fuck is that? What the heck is that about? Did you guys see that? I was like looking, I was like, why is it still going up? I'm so confused. Look at that, it's going up. Why is it? It doesn't get a damage over time effect. I don't understand. It's blood flame, not black flame. I didn't get it. It's doing like 2 damage per tick. Blood flame keeps burning for 2 seconds. Yeah, no, blood flame does, like the blade does, but it doesn't actually do damage. It never does damage over time. So where's the weird bug? Probably just a weird bug. Who knows? Yeah, still mid. It's just so like annoying how like catch flame is just better than this shit. Like it's so like catch flame is so shit looking. It's just like a boring ass spell. It's so annoying, man. Like why can't this one be the best one? What can you do? Can you stop doing that, please? I mean, Homegirl's weak to fire damage, so she should get fucked up by this. It's even doing that. It's doing like 1 damage per tick. I don't know why that's happening. I probably like it better than Blood Flame Talons. Because Blood Flame Talons doesn't have the, it has really bad range. It doesn't have like the same utility as this that can lunge in pretty far. And it can be fully charged, so it gets better synergy with the I don't have the Briar set on, no. I do have the Briar set on. That's probably why. It's probably like a weird interaction. Ah, that makes sense. That's a weird bug then. Wait a minute. So if I have the full, wait a minute. Okay, hold up. Wait. Let's get put on some. Hold up. Wait a minute. Is the Briar set just working differently? What if I put on things like Fire's Deadly Sin and stuff? Let's go experiment. What's the Thorn spell? Give me this shit. Put on that too. Put on this and put on the full Briar set. So it usually like takes like a fuck ton of damage. See what's going on. Now I'm curious. Now I am curious. Why don't I... There we go. Thank you. Boo! It doesn't work. Cool. But the full Briar set does. Surely it does like... That's actually kind of funny. Was that always like this? I've never heard this bug before. Of like Blood Flame just... Now it's not working. Now it's not working anymore. Maybe it's like the full combo? No. But I wasn't rolling into them, that's the thing. I wasn't rolling into them. I was like far away from them. I was like looking at their bar and I was like, it was going up. What if I roll into them after? I don't know. Go back to the, just having the gauntlets on. Because I had the gauntlets on, it was like that. I didn't get it. I don't get it. Damage seems pretty bad. It's kind of mid. Well, rip that glitch. I don't know what happened there, but... Don't know what happened there. Okay, what else? You were right up against Radon. You went up against her? I was like far away from her. Let's go record the gameplay. Did it not fucking record the gameplay? I love that so much. I did. It just didn't give me the option. Okay, cool. Open. When did that happen? I forget when it happened. Was it in this fight? Now I'm confusing myself. Maybe it didn't happen. I was tripping. Maybe I was rolling into her. Now I'm confused. I think I was just rolling into him. Yeah, I think I was rolling. I think I'm stupid. My brain is tricking me. My brain is straight up just tricking me. I'm so dumb. Why did people say Radon instead of Radon? 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 Like I don't know. Radon or Radon? Radan. Radon? I didn't fucking care, bro. I don't know. Gaslighting myself? I know. It's crazy. Crazy. R2 spamming is actually a thing now? Yeah, basically. There's like a lot of weapons where just like going R1 and R2 into R1 is just better than just R1 spamming. Pretty funny stuff. Meta is changing in 2024. Okay, let's go try out some different spells, I guess. I don't know. Like typing it out, they type Radon instead of Radon. Oh. It's called autocorrect? Is it? Okay, where is the Crucible? It has like a 27, yeah, faith requirement. Oh, well, it's a respec. Let's go check on the good old faith tier and go hard. Actually, I had 25 faith. We're good. Let's go try this out. Rakshasa. Drink the juice. You should play Dark Souls 3 as a prank. I'm okay. Why doesn't the Erd Tree Seal boost the Crucible incantations? That's a nice hype barometer. Ever finished a new game +7 run? No, I conceded. She just like missed half of her attacks. I gotta do a playthrough with this thing. I gotta do a playthrough with this. It's definitely not usable at a further distance, like you have to be closer range. Bro, she's missing all of her attacks. The kick goes over your head. Does this work with the Briars? I don't think so. And you get the hype armor to actually tank the kick too. This is not that bad at all. But doesn't this work with the Crucible set? I mean, I have this on. It's the same damage difference, right? How do the spirit eels kill people? I don't even know. Don't even know. Bitch. Does it do any stance damage? I don't know about that. Probably does do some stance damage, but... we're gonna test it out. Hey, girl. I did 2 stance damage there. It's on like less than like 1 stance damage per every. So that time I did 13 stance damage. No, I hit with like most of them, I guess. It doesn't track properly. Why doesn't it track? Should have better tracking. What up, Moonveil and Rellana's cameo? We'll get there. We'll get there, I guess. I mean, it'd be the same thing, just more damage, right? I imagine it being very good. Let's get Fire done. Bloom is gonna be some hot garbage. I would have 0 faith in aspect of the Crucible Bloom. I would never use that dog shit ass spell ever. It's awful. Awful. Rellana's cameo is not just viable, I'd say it's like S tier. Hellspawn with the 14 months, thank you, man.
Elden stars only
Nah, that's
run.
never happening. Never was, never will be. But thank you for the 14 months, my guy. W is for my guy Hellspawn. Uncharge. You just dodge the entire thing. 5k damage is pretty good. It might be better against larger enemies, right? Let us sword debuff mode when he does the bleed bow. No. Actually, it might have. Good question. That's a good question. I don't even know. It might. It actually might. I ducked underneath it. Huge. Nah, Crucible spells are mainly this physical damage. No, get him. It tracks upwards. Huge.
I promise you, 1,000-year voyage.
She's kissing me.
guided
He's kissing
by
me.
compassion.
Whatever the fuck it is. Anyway, do a two-handed seal give more damage? The Clawmark seal does because it goes off strength, so yeah. Should have been chat kissing you? True. I should be passionately making out with chat right now. Okay, what the fuck am I doing? Bloom. Sorry, doing Crucible Bloom. Surely this goes very well. Surely this goes very well. I think if he's like chill and like wait, there's like more of a chance that he actually does the AoE attack, right? Yeah. If you like run towards him straight away. But it's such a dog shit fucking spell. Holy fuck. It's so bad. So bad. That shit is so ass. At least it became a cute little flower. Yeah, true. Say it's supposed to use Rellana's Cameo and Wing Stance. I'd say that it's... You definitely should, yeah. I'd say it's optimal. You 100% should. 100% should. This or the feathers? Oh, they both fucking suck. But the feathers got buffs too. Let's go check that out. That's not a Crucible spell though. So it's like, where the fuck is that at? Here it is. No tongue incantation? No. No tongue incantation. Dun, 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 dun. Huge. Huge damage. Huge damage. Huge damage. My entire FP bar is gone. That was an entire FP bar worth of damage, by the way. Cameo over the Alexander, if necessary. Yeah, I'd have it over Alexander, but you just have both, right? Look at that. Insanely quick casting animation. Look at that FP cost. Look at that damage. It's so good. Nearly one-shot him. It was a close fight. I can't believe they look at this spell and be like, you know what it needs more of? It needs a bit more range. I think that's what it's missing. It just needs a bit more range. That's it. How do you look at this dog shit trash and be like, it needs range? When, like, the stupid enemy that uses it can, like, fucking jump in the air, fly around, use it instantly, do so much damage, go super fast. Like, what the fuck, man? None of it makes any sense. Do I even bother using Midra's Flame of Frenzy? Like, I don't fucking care. It's trash. One thing I haven't checked is if... I don't think it is gonna, but if, the Dragon King's Cragblade works with the Godfrey's icon. I don't think it will, though. How far are you into Wukong? Like chapter 3 or some shit. I was like almost finished chapter 3.
Is it thy... No.
Then I stopped. I don't know. Enables presence most aura spell? What do you mean? Let's go on to Arc and go use the Obsidian Lamina too, because the Obsidian Lamina got buffed. Guess you have to wait for patch 1.15? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Rellana's Cameo is stupid, yeah. I've tried it up. It's a funny, silly little spell, isn't it? Yeah, on-screen chat is dead for today. I don't know, it just didn't work. It'll work tomorrow. Okay, where we at? What was I doing? Dragon King Cragblade. Where's she at? At the beginning. Let's go to Millennia, because she stays still. Okay. There's like 2,700 damage, right? It's the exact same. Hasn't changed. That's fine. It wasn't gonna... no, they're not gonna change up any base game weapons. That was never gonna happen. They're just gonna focus on DLC weapons. Any, like, base game weapons that suck, they're just dead forever. Like, they're just... yeah, never gonna work again. Never gonna work again. They're dead. Mega dead. Adult Dark Souls doesn't exist. They're all kid games. No Mantis Blade buff? No. When's the Bloodborne poke stream? I don't know, we'll see. Everything gets nerfed or nothing gets buffed? No, I think nothing really got nerfed. Everything got buffed this stream. Rellana's the only thing that got nerfed, I think. Some things got nerfed in PvP, but everything else... oh yeah, the arms box set. I mean, I have this on, it's close enough. Put on the white mask. By everything, I mean like 10 things got buffed. Some buffs are just useless, but nothing got nerfed though. They've already done all of their nerfs and shit. Wish they gave Volta Grand Sacks of Faith scaling? Eh. It'd be fine if the fucking Gravelstone seal actually scaled with Dexterity. Call it a fix. I mean, a fix would imply that it wasn't like, you know, intended, but I feel like at 100% Radahn was intended to be that bullshit. Did I get the hype armor there? It feels nicer, it's just still not a Bloody Hellas. Like, Bloody Hellas is still better. But it's like it's more viable now. It's alright though. The only thing that I can say that it does better than the Bloody Hellas is that when you're locking on, it actually can dodge side to side. That's about it. Everything else is the same. Can I show the difference of the Hellas? I mean, yeah, I got a respect for the Hellas though, because the Hellas gets better arcane scaling. It's like a C scaling in Dexterity and a B scaling in Arcane. This thing gets a D scaling in Arcane, so therefore the bleed build up is worse, and it doesn't get synergy with, like, you know, the Dragon Communions. Fast seal. I think the biggest thing is the fact that it lunges well though. That's the biggest thing. That was kind of clean. It like went backwards perfectly. That was nice. That's probably another thing that has like a retreating animation. Is Radahn that much easier? I would say like about... I'd say about 25% easier. Maybe 20% easier. I found a centipede in my toilet. What? Yeah, like the Bloody Hellas is gonna be a quicker animation. It's gonna do more stance damage. It's gonna do piercing damage. It's gonna do better bleed build up, and the heavy thrusting swords are a better class as well. So yeah, but at least now like it lunges basically just as far. And it does get that cool retreating animation at the end of the animation, but the thing is the Bloody Hellas does it quicker. Like Bloody Hellas has like a 2-hit swing afterwards, and it does like just as much damage. It does like 50 stance damage. This thing whole combat does like 40 something stance damage. I don't know. It is what it is. Both good though. And if the Bloody Hellas didn't exist, I'd be like, this thing is S tier, but like the Bloody Hellas does exist. So yeah. It is what it is. Let's go try out some stuff. Where's my light greatsword? Let's go put that on. Go spam the skill. I can't see where they are. There's too many weapons in this game. Let's go with a bleed infusion because I have some arcane already, so might as well. See what happens. Dex tier, thorny tier. Fuck around and find out. I already have this on. Let's go put on the Rellana's Cameo, see how it goes. I should do a run where you start the DLC with nothing and beat with what you find. Probably could one day, yeah. Doesn't seem too hard. I thought for a second I was gonna be able to jump over it. It's like maybe I... No. Almost cool. Almost cool. How much was that not redundant nerf? It was like... It wasn't... I don't know. It was a nerf. It wasn't that much of a nerf. It was enough to be like noticeable. $7K on a combo, what the fuck? Yeah. It does lots of damage. It's not even keen infusion, no, it's bleed infusion. Wing stance is goated. S tier even before the buff, but now it's like it's an even better S tier. It's even higher. As if she would do this to me. It's a buff to your PC performance? Yeah, true. What they did with wing stance? They didn't do anything with wing stance. They did everything with the Rellana's Cameo. So Rellana's Cameo now can be charged up faster, like 50% faster. It's like a second instead of a second and a half, and it does 45% more damage now instead of 15% damage. And with the wing stance, you can just like keep spamming it over and over again, and you're gonna retain that 45% more damage as long as you just have it hold on. As long as you just hold on to it, the first part of the skill. And yeah, it's kind of it's a whole thing, I guess. I don't know. It's a whole thing. What a funny weapon. Anyway. So wing stance, yeah. Milady just went from an S tier to a higher S tier. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Square Off went from an S tier to a higher S tier too. You'll love to see it. I don't know, maybe Square Off probably doesn't benefit as much. Maybe it does. I don't know. Because I feel like I'm using Square Off. I just want to use it quickly. It's like, I don't know. Just quick attack. Quick attack. Because it's cheap anyway. Because like 45% more damage of this attack doesn't... I know, it's nice, but... I probably still just have it on still. I think Square Off is going to benefit probably the least, and as will Unsheath, but I think the rest they're going to benefit greatly. Gonna benefit greatly. Go on to Moonveil, see what happens. Can you put Square Off on the Mesmer's Soldier's Great Sword? Great Spear? No. No, you can't. What about the Falx? The Falx didn't get changed at all, no. Falx did not get changed at all. Still the exact same weapon. The exact same S tier, which is good. What am I doing? The sword, not the spear. What the fuck is a Messmer's soldier's sword? There's an axe, there's a spear. There's no sword. What, overhead stance? I forget about overhead stance. I forget about overhead stance. We'll see. The Fire Knight sword? Oh, the Fire Knight sword? What about it? That hasn't gotten changed, I don't think. It's the same thing. We're talking about the square off. Now, square off can only be on katanas. Oh, not katanas. On straight swords. You can only put square off on a straight sword. You can't put it on anything else that's not a straight sword. So if it's a straight sword, you can put it on. That's it. Alright, cool. Okay, give me that one. Give me that one. I don't need that shit. Give me my magic tier. Give me magic. Magic, man. Oof. 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 Maybe it is just like worth it all the time. I think for Moonveil it makes sense because it's more expensive, so you kind of want something more efficient, right? I know I'm going flame. More stamina, I guess. It's more efficient because like it's pretty expensive, but like for Unsheath and Square Off, they're already cheap. You can just like spam them as it is. I probably still have it on anyway, just in case you like you need to charge it up just a little bit because you're probably like waiting for like an opening to appear. So in that instance, I don't know. I haven't tested out Midra's Frenzy. Like the damage difference is still the same. It's just like I got a stance break. Oh my god, I got a stance. Did I stance break beforehand? Did they change that shit? Hold up a second. Did they... Normally when you stance break as a second phase starts, you can't stance break him again. It resets. No, Wild Strikes is not a stance, no. I think they nerfed that clone attack to where it doesn't go as far anymore. Hold up a second, champ. I wasn't thinking. So I think that attack is the exact same still. Like, that attack hasn't changed. That attack is still the exact same. This attack is still the exact same, it's just like visually different, that's all. This combo is still the exact same. That stump is still the same. That attack is still the exact same. You might get an opening there instead. That grab attack is still the same. That's still the same. That's still the same. AoE looks smaller? Might be like a bit smaller, I don't know. I think it's just visually different though. What's up, Juno? How things? I think that attack is actually different though. I think their clones just don't go as far anymore. You don't have to run back as quick. And that one gets like a longer opening, so that one's a bit different too. This attack is still the same. Just like less bright. That attack is still the same. I was still testing the Moonveil and like Rellana's Cameo and stuff. Moonveil back in S tier? I think it never left S tier, right? If anything, it kind of brings it more in line with like the Death's Poker and the Wing of Astel in terms of like Dex Intelligence weapons. Damage on Unsheathed Nugget Keeper can be the exact same, but 45% more. See, see, if I waited for it to charge up there, I probably wouldn't have gotten 2 attacks off there. It's like sometimes if you have a longer opening, you're better off just using it twice quickly. You might get stance break. It did, and then it fucking... He went out of it? Maybe because I hit him out of it with the projectile. I don't know. I think it's good. It's gonna hit me. It's good with Moonveil. Like it's kind of more situational though. So like if like an enemy's doing like an attack combo like in front of you, and you're waiting for them, then it's gonna be pretty useful. Or like if you're just waiting at this point, like an enemy's not aggroed, then the Rellana's Cameo comes in clutch. I think those are the only uses though. So if you're waiting for that combo to finish, then you're probably better off using this. If you're waiting for a combo. So if he's like doing this shit, then I was like, I'm just gonna charge it up. So that's where it's more useful. But like if you're fighting a boss and they're doing like a combo and they just give you an opening and the opening doesn't last that long, you're probably just better off just using it straight away. Or like just using 2, because you can crouch and like cancel the animation and you can keep going. And the good thing is about the Moonveil R1, it does like just as much stance damage as like the R2. Whereas like Unsheath R1 does like half the amount, but like Moonveil does like the same amount. Yeah, it's 45% more damage, yeah. But the thing is like, if you use the skill twice, that's 100% more damage, right? So it's just like less efficient. So if you want to save FP, but like, you're still better off just spamming it. It's still higher DPS. But it's going to be more useful with like skills that probably like wing stance, because it doesn't actually wear off if you keep spamming R1. It's going to be very good with that. And things like Sword of Night and Flame and the Rellana's Twin Blades that have like longer combos or have like longer attacks, you might benefit more, and that are a bit more expensive. It's probably better with those things. I probably still would have it on if you're using things like the Moonveil. I'll still put it on. But it's still going to be situational. Overhead stance? I don't really like overhead stance because like the stamina cost for overhead stance is really high. And it doesn't do good stance damage. It does like 20 stance damage or some shit. It's like kind of shit. I'd rather use things like blood tax and stuff. Because blood tax is just gonna probably just... I don't know. Actually, I gotta compare the damage difference. Because blood tax... It's kind of cracked. I'm not sure if I like it more than a blood tax. We'll see. We shall see. Go check the damage difference. I just wish the overhead stances did more stance damage. Because like it's just like 20. Like, wing stance and square off and stuff like that, unsheath, they do more stance damage than this. Okay, 2... What was that? It was like 2 something. I'd have the fucking multi-hit talisman on. Take that off. Take that off. My proper bleed here. Okay, 2308. Blood tax gets piercing. That's true as well. And like typically with like the great katanas, you get mainly like, you know, these horizontal swipes and these slashing attacks. You get some poking attacks, but it is better synergy. And obviously blood tax heals you too. Leave it standard infused. And blood tax works with the Arns box set. So I put on the Arns box set, where the fuck that is. Good benefit. Which is like 14% more damage, which is higher than like the Rakshasa's 8% that it gives you. What was the other one? It was like 20... I forgot what it was already. I gotta check the bleed difference too. Where is it at? Okay. So that did about 160 roughly bleed. They should bleed her up. It's just 520 to about 160. So 160 bleed. 1,000 less. Let's go try that with repeating thrust now as well. Try it out with repeating thrust. And Emi behind you. Shut up. Is the R2 buff really good? For a lot of things, it is really good. Like, you're probably just better off just going like R2 into R1 for a lot of different attacks. Probably not the great katanas. But things like some halberds, this Smithscript weapons, I think some katanas as well. There's like a lot of different movesets that you're just better off going like R1 into R, or R2 into R1. Maybe like some great spears also. 1700 damage. I think it did the same amount of bleed build up as well. Yeah, about 160. How much damage is that? 1700. And overhead stance, get back there again. Where the fuck is it at? Standard infused again. So 1700 damage it did. And about 160 bleed. So 1500 damage, and that did about 120 bleed. So it's less bleed build up. But when you have the skill active, it's at 2300. So it does more damage with the with Rellana's Cameo active, but without Rellana's Cameo, then blood tax and repeating thrust is out damage it. And I think it's actually a faster animation still, right? Probably about the same amount. But if you include like the charging up of Rellana's Cameo, it's probably the same speed. I don't know. It's better. It's good. It's gonna work. I think I'd just rather have blood tax though. The health regen is there. The damage is still there. The piercing damage is there. And it's probably gonna proc the multi-hit talismans faster too, because it swings like, it's like 4 times or 5 times. Procs the multi-hit talismans? Yeah, true. On the same page, Evan. On the same page. This is at a 3-hit combo. But actually it's cheaper though. It's only 10 FP. I'd probably slide it up into the A2. I'd still rather have blood tax. 14 FP. And you can put on the Arns box set too. Blood tax of the sword lance. I already tried it out. It's good. I think it's still better with the great katana. Actually, probably not. Actually, probably it is because you can put a cult infused. If I'm gonna go with the blood tax build, I'd probably rather go with the Great Katana because you can just make it a cult infused. You probably get better bleed build up. Better bleed build up, and you could get better synergy with spells. So yeah, there's that. Rellana's weapon is a lot better now. I'll probably make a build around the Rellana's weapons, and I might make like a top, I don't know. Might make another like 5 most improved builds video alongside with that. Maybe like the day after. Blood tax on Milady? It'd be fine, but like I think that build type is just better. Like I'd rather go blood tax on like an occult Nugget keyboard. It's just gonna work better. Because it'd be like the exact same speeds. But like it would just be a better bleed build up. If I'm using Milady, I'm using like wing stance like all the fucking time. Like, will Euphoria be in that video? No, I've already made a Euphoria build. Euphoria hasn't really been changed. It just got fixed with like a bug that worked with other weapons. Is blood tax better than repeating thrust? I think so. I think the health regen is pretty good. Very useful. And with the Anspark set equipped, it might just make it do just as much damage anyway. I think it's a bit more expensive, but that's about it. I'd rather just have blood tax. Both are good though. Both are really good. But okay, so things that have been very much improved. I think the throwing blades are actually pretty decent with like the heavy into light attack combos. I can't really say the same for a lot of other different types of weapons. I mean, like the Colossal Sword poking attack stuff, like with the Zweihander and shit's gotten better too. I'm not sure if I use a Zweihander. I mean, it's just made it better, I guess. King with another $2. Thank you, King. See, I don't think, because the Colossal Sword's light attacks got buffed, right? There's like a bit faster now, the first one. So I think it's still an R1 spam. But like the Zweihander just gets better, like, which is fine. Heavy thrusting swords. I still don't think going into like a heavy into light attack is like the best thing. I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Espion, thank you for the follow, man. What's up? That's the light attack. And that's the heavy attack. Heavy. Light. Zweihander, yeah, I mean, the thing is, the good thing about the change of, like, uncharged heavies is because when you're going with charged heavy attack builds, like a Zweihander, you kind of want to always just spam charged heavy attacks, but sometimes your opening is not going to be long enough, and you're just like, you just let go of the button, and it's just going to be faster. But I still think if you're, like, comboing light attacks, the first light attack into the second light attack is still faster. I don't know, but it's just really good, though. Really good. Now I think the Godskin Stitcher just got a lot better because of that. You just like go R1 into R2. Like it's just in every single weapon. Every single weapon. Even the Sword Lance? Maybe. Thing is because it's probably not actually. Because I guess the Great Spear heavy attack, which is a bit slower. Talisman of all Crucibles do, it combines all the Crucible Talismans into one, basically. So all the effects of like being able to backstep, I-roll, a backstep, iframe dodge, getting more dodge, like iframes with your dodge roll, taking like less headshot damage and some shit, but you just take like fucking 50% more damage. It's kind of useless. I wouldn't bother with it. Unless you're doing like no hit runs or some shit. Curve Sword's gotten better. You can just go like R2 into R1. Instead of just like R1 into R1. Like, same thing. The Twin Blades probably not. Because Twin Blades, I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't actually combo in nicely. You have to wait for the animation to finish. The same thing with the poking attack one. Same thing. I might make a whole dedicated video just to this. Just like tell people like, hey look, just if you're gonna use what else got changed? Katanas. Katanas. Probably the same thing. Top 10 most important changes? Not really, no. I'll probably just cover them separately. I think we'll go with most important changes. Great axes didn't get changed, no. Regular axes did, which wasn't much of a difference. I don't think, for the regular axes, I think it's the exact same thing. If you're going to use a regular axe, you use the Messmas thing, and the light attacks are so fast that I wouldn't bother. Great spears and the halberds were pretty big too. So that's the light attack. And that's the heavy attack. The heavy attack, the uncharged heavy attack is just as fast. Why did they make this change? I don't know. Maybe to like encourage just combos, I guess. To like incentivize, hey look, clicking different buttons, a bit more skill. Instead of just spamming one button, you have to click 2 buttons now. It's huge. And the thing is about this, going back and forth between the heavy and light attack means that you can just keep going forever. Like, in this game, obviously your R1 combos have like an ending chain, so you can't just keep spamming. But this one, you can. Just heavy attack, R1. Heavy attack, R1. Same thing. That's a bit slower though. But that's because it gets like the yeah, it's like Dark Souls 3, but you know. You have to click 1 extra button now. Halberds. I think the biggest one is the Knight Rider. The ones that get the Knight Rider's glaive moveset. Because that's the heavy attack. And that's the light attack. And the heavy attack can just go straight into the second light. So heavy attack. Light attack. Heavy attack. Light attack. Pretty good stuff. I don't think it... With the Guardian Sword Spear, I don't think it works like that. I think the Guardian Sword Spear is still better off just using the light attacks. Maybe the Scythe is kind of like that. Maybe. Probably not the Grave Scythe though. Affect the Warcry heavies at all? I don't think so, no. It would have specified. Because like it's a different animation, that's why. The whips got changed. I don't give a fuck about the whips, but that's a light attack. And that's the heavy attack. There's a heavy attack combo though. Not really, no. I wouldn't bother with the whips. But yeah, definitely the hand-to-hand weapons. These are like probably the best ones. This is the only one where I really wouldn't bother going heavy into light. Because that's the heavy. There's a light. Because you can just do heavy into heavy. Because the follow-up heavy attack is actually already quick. And the reason why you wouldn't go uncharged heavy into heavy is because they only buffed the first heavy attack. So like, there's a first heavy attack. There's a second one. Whereas like, there's the first heavy. And there's a second light. So it's like... Kind of makes it look like it has a cooler moveset, right? It's like... Kind of makes it feel a little bit more unique. What do they do with heavy attacks? Made a lot of them faster. Oh, the uncharged ones. The first uncharged heavy attacks for most weapons just got faster. Ha! It's my birthday. Can we get some happy birthdays for Yosh? Happy birthday, my guy. Hopefully you have a wonderful day. Oh boy. I don't know what to talk about first for a video. I'll probably make like a Rellana's twin blade build video. Did you test the incans? Yeah, I tested them all. Crucible Thorns is pretty cool. The rest kind of suck. Bale's Flame Lightning is a little bit more in line with the Dragonmaw, but I still think I'd like Dragonmaw a bit better. Unless you just have like a pure arcane build. Because, you know, Dragonmaw just scales a bit, I guess, higher faith requirement, but... you get it in the DLC, and at that level, you should be high enough to just go spec into a little bit of faith anyway, so... Yeah. Yeah. Lots of things still need to get buffed. But for the most part, this is pretty good. The heavy attack changes is actually probably the best one, honestly. Like, a lot of weapons just got, like, a lot better. I might talk about the heavy attacks first, and then, like, Rellana's Twin Blade. I don't know. Actually, maybe Rellana's Twin Blade first. Make a Rellana's Twin Blade video. But I kind of want to talk about the Rellana's Cameo in general. Might make 2 separate videos. What the fuck is this? Go away. Might make a Rellana's Twin Blade just the build video, and then might make a second video talking about the Rellana's Cameo changes, and then I'll talk about just the heavy attack changes. I think that's it. That's probably everything that I want to cover. Unless I just make a video talking about, like, the best changes. Where I just get to talk about the Rellana's Cameo. And the heavy attacks in one video. I might do that. I might do that. We'll see. We shall see. What that change about Rellana's Cameo? It, like, charges up, like, almost twice as fast, and it does 45% more damage now instead of 15% more damage. What's up, Tight? How things, bro? I want to play with heavy attacks. Nice. Yeah, heavy attacks are really cool. And what do you guys think I should do? Also reading Twitch chat at the moment? Yeah, I've missed a lot of questions. I'm sorry. I'm, like, just doing a bunch of stuff. I probably make the Rellana's Twin Blades, because that one got a buff to a lot of different things. Obviously, the Rellana's Cameo, too. Just inherently makes it better. So I'll make that build. And then I'll probably make a separate video talking about the best changes. The top 3 best change. I think, like, the shields change is probably, like, top 3, arguably. The heavy attack changes, the shield changes, and the Rellana's Cameo. There's, like, some little W's here and there, like the Obsidian Laminas are pretty decent. Devonia's Vortex is pretty decent. The Crucible Thorns was pretty decent too. That's about it. That's about it. I don't know, do I make, like, a build video going over all, like, the stance-based skills? Like, do I make, like, another, like, wing stance build video? There's like top 5 best stance builds now. Is Moonlight Greatsword faster? It is, like, the slightest little bit, I think. The funny thing is with Moonlight Greatsword, like, when it's not buffed, it's really fast. Like, look at this shit. That's the heavy attack. But when you buff it, it's slower. And at that point, you might as well just fully charge it. But I kind of want to separate Rellana's Twin Blade build video. Do a video how to break a stat like you did with the intelligence? Maybe at some point. They're kind of harder to make, and they don't really get as good views, so... Godfrey's Icon Work is that? Yeah, Godfrey's Icon Works is this one, yeah. It doesn't get boosted by the Axe Talisman, but... Why do you always test weapons in this place? Because this is my home. My guy Steven is here, and Steven is close to a Grace. He has a decent amount of health. He's weaker to all status effects, basically. Gets some okay amounts of poise. He's a good test dummy. He's a nice guy. My buddy Steven. Did they fix the Raw Medallion? What, to work with, like, Bale's Tyranny and stuff? Or, like, I don't know. I don't think so. Godfrey's I can work with, like, a couple different things. Yeah. I'm not doing a Scarlet Rot build. There's no such thing as a Scarlet Rot. Oh, there is, but, like, I don't know. It's not worth it. It's never optimal. There's no, like, optimal Scarlet Rot build. Like, you just have Scarlet Rot sources that you pair with a lot of different types of builds. I know, there's no, it's not fun to make a Scarlet Rot build because there's no stat that scales of Scarlet Rot. So like, fuck it, like I don't care. Stupid ass fucking stat aspect. Like just throw in a hefty Rot pot with every single build, and then you have a Scarlet Rot build. There you go. Stupid ass fucking status effect. How do I get a streamer girl to go out with me? I don't know, bro. I don't think you can. Why didn't you test on the troll outside of the secluded cell? The troll outside the secluded cell? What, the one at Limgrave that has Limgrave health? Like, Steven's gonna have more health than that guy. And he's like way too big of a target. It's kind of like annoying to fight. Steven's way cooler. You can like stagger Steven with like greatsword light attacks and stuff. Steven's way cooler. Why the fuck would I go to Limgrave? What's wrong with Steven? There's like, name one thing bad about Steven. Exactly. As a test dummy, he's fucking flawless. He lets me test out hype Brahma. He lets me test out good stand. Like, I don't know. He lets me test out everything. Everything that we need to know about. Damn it. We can just go to Steven. Anyway, I guess let's get started on making those videos. Tomorrow we're gonna have a day off. I'm not gonna do anything tomorrow. I gotta like just brainstorm and think right now as to what I'm gonna make next. Yeah. Overall, pretty W changed. A W update. If we're gonna go just recap, this change is really fucking good. I think throwing blades. I don't think daggers would benefit much. Throwing blades probably benefited. I don't think straight swords really benefited much of that. Heavy thrusting swords, maybe curved swords, katanas, great spears definitely, halberds definitely, some reapers, hand-to-hand weapons. The beast claw change was nice because like the heavy attack is really long. I wish like the actual fully charged heavy attack was a bit slower too, a bit faster too. I just don't like beast claws as a whole, honestly. Like, that, yeah, it's nice though. This was nice too. That was good. Hand-to-hand weapons is getting better. Don't know why this was even changed to begin with. That was just a PvP change. This is actually really huge. Like small and medium shields are like now almost just as good as great shields. Kind of good stuff. This was kind of noticeable. Wasn't that bad. This is like the biggest change. A lot of skills is now a lot more broken with Rellana's Cameo. This basically changed nothing. The Sword of Light on the Sword of Darkness. It was a slight bit faster. I guess it changed a little bit. It means you get like an extra second with your buff now. Because like it comes out a bit faster. This is a lot more viable. Kind of makes it a bit more in line with Bloody Hellas, but Bloody Hellas is still better. I don't know what the fuck this even is. Like Shield Strike is like the default skill that you get with the thrusting shields. And apparently you can't cancel animations with it now, so whatever. Rellana's Twin Blades, really good buff. It's still worse than Sword of Knights and Flame in my opinion. But it's useful in some other areas. Because like the magic attack does come out pretty quick. And it's a nice quick projectile. Devonia's Vortex is pretty nice. It does like 50% more damage than things like Ordovis's Greatsword. But Ordovis still does more stance damage and I probably like it a bit better. It's like Rellana's Twin Blades and Devonia's Hammer went from like a B tier to like an A tier. They went from like being completely outclassed to like having their own place and doing something specifically better than the thing that outclassed them, but still just not as good. So, they're nice changes. Like, they're nice. So unfortunately, there's something else out there for him. But that's okay though. Rellana's Twin Moons, it was an okay change. It needs to go like twice as far still. Like, it just needs more range. I don't know. I wouldn't use that over a lot of different AoE spells, especially because how expensive it is and how high the requirements are. This is an okay change. The tracking is still kind of shit. You can't really... I wish you could aim with it and like go in a certain direction, but like as soon as you use the skill or the spell, you're guaranteed to go in that one direction. And when enemies are like a bit further away from you, you're just doing shit damage. Like you have to be really close to the enemy. But when you are really close to the enemy, you benefit a lot. And it's better against larger bosses compared to smaller bosses. This Silken sucks complete, like utter ass. This is fucking dog shit. This thing is complete dog shit as well. This thing just needed a damage buff. This thing still fucking sucks, and this thing is better, but I still think it's outclassed by Dragon more because it's too expensive still. And Dragon Ball just does more stance damage too. Yeah, some bug fixes were nice. I don't know, some other things could have been changed too, but for the most part, pretty cool. The Radahn change, it is what it is, I guess. I don't know. I still don't really have many thoughts on it. Rellana's needed be in Int and Faith. Yeah, it would have been cool. What base game boss are you worst at fighting? I don't know, probably the fucking Valiant Gargoyles, I guess. I don't know. I don't care to fight them much because they fucking suck. Anyway. We're done. Yeah, you suck at those? Fuck you. Tomorrow we're gonna have a day off, no stream, and then probably the day after we might do like a Rellana's Twin Blade skill only run. Maybe like a fucking Rellana's Twin Moons run or something. Something related to the thing. Maybe a Devonia's Hammer run or some shit. Or maybe like a Furious Blade of Arnsbach run. We'll see. If you guys have a preference, just go to the Discord and just ask, or just let me know though. Which one you'd like to see. ! Discord if you want to join it. Anyway, thank you guys for being here. Porcupine run? Yeah, true. We can go with the Crucible Thorns too. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful day, morning, night, whatever it is, and I'll catch you guys around. Bye. See yous. Bye.